Alrighty. Gosh, it's feel like it's already been almost a week since we've made one of these videos. Oh wait, it has. I swear doing weekly videos for challenges kind of just like zooms by. I mean, I know ironically towards the end of the season, like I said last week, these videos don't really you don't really need them because you probably already hit that level 200 mark. But you know, sometimes people wait until the end of the season to finish those challenges up so they can just binge watch the videos and, you know, see how to do these challenges very efficiently. And if I do so say myself, I try to think about every scenario possible and try to get as many challenges the fastest way done possible, I guess. This week challenges are actually kind of interesting. I think these are probably the most abnormal ones that we've had in a while. They're specific to the season, which is super cool to see because I remember like back in like OG chapter 1 where like the season itself, the challenges were based around it. So like, you know, if there's a golf cart, they would make a golf cart challenge where you have to like drift for like 10 seconds. And, you know, I think it was pretty cool. I think like the season itself had the challenges in it. And that's what that's what I'm getting from this week's vibe, which is super cool. But let's just jump right into it. Week 9, it's out, or at least from when you're watching this video, it should be out. It will be out. So you guys know what to do. Currently, there's 10 hours, as you can see. This is like the little timer that lets you know that I'm recording this pre the challenges, but I know the challenges early. Thanks again, Archer. But anyways, week 9 challenges. Gain shields while emoting is the first challenge for week 9. So there's a few ways that you could probably do this. You can have a friend help you. You can do it yourself. I think the better way is probably getting a friend to help you because it would be simpler, but depending on if you can get a shield keg or that's kind of like the only way you can do it by yourself. But basically you have to be emoting while gaining shields. So the only way you gain shields is from like chug splashes, mushrooms, shield kegs. You can even get it from the slurp cannon from the llamas. But the one thing that you have to be able to do is emote. And you can't emote while drinking a mini or a big or anything like that. So that's where your friend comes in, where you can use the chug cannon, or they can throw like a splash on you and you get shield. But if you want to do it by yourself, you can get a shield keg, emote, or throw the shield keg down and then emote, and then it will count towards gaining shields while emoting. So there's a few ways you can go towards this. I would say the best ways are either have a friend get like splashes or a cannon. Not a cannon itself. I don't know how I forgot the name. A slurp cannon. There we go. To shoot you while you're emoting. But surprisingly enough, I mean, I feel like the shield keg is probably the simpler route. So yeah. But yeah, that's it for the first challenge. Next up, we have deal damage to opponents while riding a boar or wolf. Now this one, we did get animals, I believe, last season. No, we got it this season. We were able to ride wolves and boars this season, I believe. If not last season. But this one's simple. Just shoot people. It's 500 damage in total, so it shouldn't be too hard for anyone that actually does this challenge. I'm a tryhard. I do all the challenges, and there's probably very few people that actually do what I do, where I try to finish all the challenges. And yes, towards the last week of the season, I will grind out all of the milestones just to say I completed them, because they're not that hard, and I'm already almost done with most of them. So I'm gonna be that guy. But anyways, yeah, deal damage to opponents while riding a wolf or boar. You just shoot somebody. I mean, the higher level weapon you have, like a legendary, is going to do more damage, so the less time you're on the board. But should be pretty simple. I don't know if it works on NPCs. Most likely it will, because opponents sometimes counts as NPCs, but sometimes it doesn't, so you'll just have to test it out yourself. It usually doesn't work when it says opponents. It doesn't usually count. But yeah, next up challenge is collect seeds from reality seed pods before they stop bouncing. So whenever you open a reality seed pod, or whenever you finish pickaxing it, it explodes, 3 come out, and basically what it's saying is you have to catch them before they touch the ground. I don't know why they phrased it the way they did, but I know they bounce like twice after they hit the ground, but you can pretty much catch them while they're in the air. You just have to grab them. You could probably get like 1 or 2. If you're fast enough, you can get all 3. I usually can get 2, but if you know the locations, I'll put the reality seed pod locations up there somewhere. And then you should be able to get multiple. If you can't get 1 or all 3 in one, you can just go to another one and get 3 on the next one. But this one's pretty simple. Now the next one is a little, when I read it, I was a little confused, but don't be alarmed, because this one's a little more simpler than I thought it would be. So The next one up is plant or summon a reality sapling 30 or more meters away from yourself. So planting is easy. I think you could just throw it 30 meters, so you can throw it off like a hill or something, and it'll bounce 30 meters or go 30 meters or further, and it should count. Now, when it's a summon, someone tried to they try to explain it to me, but like the best way I see it is so as you can see right here, I'll use like an example real quick. I don't know if I can hide this, but on the map, if you look like very subtly up here, my plants appear. If you go near it, you can summon your plant and it'll let you know where your plant is, and it'll be like it's like 46 meters away. So I think it'll count if you go near your plant, and then just wait a few seconds, but make sure you're 30 meters or more away, and it should count. And if it doesn't count, then the summon basically it's the same thing as throwing it down 30 more meters. I don't know. They phrased it really specifically. I like it though. This challenge is like actually makes you think of how to do something, which is super cool. I love challenges that actually make you try. So a little happy about that one. But yeah, that one shouldn't be too crazy or too hard anyways. So anyways, moving on, we have open chests at tilted towers in a single match. You have to open 3 of them. I recommend going to clock tower because clock tower has 3 in it. It's not 100% spawn rate, but usually there is 3, 2 on the top, and then there's 1 right at the very bottom. So you can get 3, and if you're in regular lobbies, it's a lot easier. Just land in clock tower, get those 2 chests, and go down 1 if you have a good landing. So yeah. Next challenge, we have bounce on 3 separate crash pads without landing. There's 2 different ways you can do this. You can pick up crash pads, which are unvaulted right now, and just throw 3 on the ground without touching the ground. You can just throw 3 down and then redeploy them. And then the other way is actually going over by the sanctuary next to the water. There's crash pads actually in the water that you should be able to bounce on 3. There's like, I think there's like a group of 3. There's like a few of them, group of 3 somewhere across the water. So you can do it that way, or the crash pads and pick them up and do it the other way. So yeah, so that one's pretty simple. And then the last challenge for the week is hold a charge SMG at max charge for 3 seconds, then damage an opponent. A lot of people hate the charge SMG. I'm actually kind of a fan of it. It's kind of like the charge shotgun. You kind of just need to know how to use it, but honestly, just pick up charge SMG, hold it for 3 seconds, and then just shoot somebody. It counts. You don't even, there's not even a specific amount of damage that you have to do. You just have to do it, which is kind of funny. I thought it was going to be maybe like 250 damage or something, or, you know, like hold the SMG, then do damage. But no, it's just do damage and then it's done. And then, of course, I go over the last 2 challenges just in case they add them in. They are gain shields in a single match and ignite structures. These are just extra challenges that may or may never be added in the game or into the weekly challenges. They just put them there just for extra, just in case. So yeah. But yeah, that is week 9 challenges. They're not super hard this week, but they're also kind of interesting. They are relatable to the season. A lot of stuff to do with the reality seed pods, which is pretty nice because, you know, whenever there's something new, you would hope that they would have challenges based around that new item. So pretty nice. And then, of course, crash pads too, which they just unvaulted a few days ago. So which is nice to see, like they're you know, specifically adding challenges in for the stuff that they unvault and stuff like that. It's almost as if they're planning challenges now, which is nice to see. Hopefully one day we get back to the point where we have to go around the map and spell Fortnite and get like the letters, and we get a little reward at the end, because that would be very fun. But yeah, that is it for week 9 challenges. If you guys have any questions or any comments or anything like that, you guys can comment down below and ask me. I do appreciate everyone that used code Mattio in the item shop too. It really does help me a lot. But yeah, that is it for these weekly challenges. I will see you guys next week for week 10 challenges, which actually I believe is the last official week of challenges, which will be interesting. I don't know if there's going to be any more or any bonus challenges, but we'll see. But so far there's only week 10 challenges in the files. So yeah, everyone have a great day, great week, great month, whatever you want to, you know, do you. But I appreciate y'all watching this video, and I hope you guys learned something from it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Everyone have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.